Hey guys, Jamie here. So today I just wanted to talk about something I was thinking about, and that is so recently, being October, okay, October is one of the months that I will indulge more. And when I say more, it's still not a lot. It's just I'm very disciplined in my day to day life with my lifestyle. And October and December are months where I will indulge a little bit more, obviously. Okay, you have Halloween, Thanksgiving. I was also in a wedding and I went out for another function, a meal. And sometimes you just, these things come up in life you know, you just got to do you. For me, I end up being a little bit more flexible, okay, for these times, and I will have a little bit more fat than I normally would, fat and salt, and same within December, obviously. But and I get a lot of questions, you know, and you probably do too. People like, they want you to be on their level, right? Because that's how everybody connects. That's how people relate. That's how we connect. That's how we bond. So people want you to be on their level, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that per se. But, it just made me realize that you really have to know your why of why you follow a specific lifestyle. What's your why? And if you know your why every day and you are, when you think about that and reflect on your why every day, you will naturally make the right choices, okay? And when you reflect on your why, that becomes more important than other people's opinions. I had people like questioning me, like, oh, you don't eat this, you don't eat that, and people kind of give you looks and stuff, and that's okay. It's fine. Everybody's different. You do you, I'll do me, and people will naturally judge. That's just how we are, and we can't take it personal. Okay, don't take judgment personal, because we're all judging all the time. That's how we navigate life for survival, right? So we can't take judgment personal. But my point is, back to my original point is you really have to know your why, and that has to supersede people's opinions and trying to please people, going along to get along, right? And so that's what I do day to day. But am I perfect? Is there some times where I'm like, you know what, in this particular moment, I just want to focus on the moment, whoever it's with, if you're having a night out with a spouse or friends or a special occasion, and you just want to just let up a little bit and just what's most important in that moment is just your experience with your family or friends or whatever it is, and you let go a little bit, right? Like I will do that from time to time, okay? But it's what you do consistently every day that really, really matters, okay? Like that one-off occasion once every 6 weeks or whatever isn't going to, heavily impact, and you have to decide what that's all worth to you, okay? And for me, sometimes, and especially in October and December, I'll make a trade-off, right? But the point is my original point though is that my why supersedes everything 99.9% of the time. And my why is, why do I follow a lifestyle that, let's be honest, goes against what most people would agree with? Most people. So you have to be pretty tough, mentally tough, to be able to go against the grain and be different from the majority, because we all want to connect, we all want to fit in, right? So you got to be really, really tough and know your why. And that's okay. But my why is, especially being going to be 42, I just think so differently now than I used to. And my why is very different than what it would have been 10 years ago. And I want to feel good. I want to have energy. I want to have a good mood. Like, I don't want to be a drag to be around people, like bring them down. And I want to have energy for myself, for other people, for relationships. I want to have good sleep. Like I mentioned on this channel before, I went through a very scary period for almost a year, being seriously sleep deprived, where I didn't even know if I was going to survive. It was horrible. So that experience changed me significantly. Like I don't think I've ever been the same. I'm not the same person since that experience. because it's very scary, for one. You think you're going to die, and not sleeping day after day for so long really gets to you psychologically, emotionally, mentally, physically. It's just horrible. Like, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So that experience has really changed me too. So now I really cherish really good sleep, okay? And you think that those things can't be taken away from you. I was shocked when that was taken away from me. I thought that was just, it is a God-given right to be able to sleep and sleep well. But yeah, so when you go through something like that, a health condition, it just changes you. And people will have a hard time understanding that if they haven't been through something, a health condition. They have a hard time understanding, right? And that's okay. But yeah, so good sleep, guys. These are some of the most important things. And cognitive function, okay? Cognitive function, not wanting to have cognitive decline. I would say these are probably my 4 most important, okay? Because this is how I experience my body in this world. Nothing matters more, okay? And of course I want to look good. So I want to be lean, I want to be fit. Of course. I mean, you want to feel good in your body and feel like you look good. You know what you want to, it's about respect, and you want to appeal to, for me, the opposite sex. And there's nothing wrong with that. You want to be desirable. And yeah, so these are my whys. But yeah, like specifically energy, okay, and good mood. Like, these ones are just like top tier for me. And of course, yeah, mental function. There's a lot of people these days getting dementia and Alzheimer's earlier and earlier, and it's very scary. I would not want that to happen at all. So all of this supersedes, having fun and enjoying pleasures, because being in a body that feels good and looks good is actually very pleasurable in itself, and it makes all your experiences enjoyable and pleasurable in its own way. I don't need to seek out pleasure constantly through food, because once you do that, that's the irony. You seek out pleasure through food and drink and drugs or whatever, and then your body and mind and soul and everything becomes a burden, and then you have to keep doing those things to keep yourself in that state. So I think that's what we call irony. I don't know. But yeah, so to me, it's not worth it. Okay. It's not worth it at all. And I really am, as I get older, I have a lot more gratitude, and I'm grateful for life, and just, God gave me this body and this life, and I want to treat it like God's temple and be good to it. And that's why what I do on the daily, is a high carb, low fat lifestyle with lots of hydration, lots of fruit. Okay. For me, fruit is like king. Lots of fruit, getting in lots of glucose, lots of raw honey, greens, vegetables, potatoes, things like that. Okay. And yeah, so that's my why. And my why supersedes everything else. People's judgments, expectations, disappointments, and how I eat, or I'm not like them. I care more about, I almost care more about, you could say, God. Like, I want to put God up here and serve God in this temple, and be grateful for this, life and this experience, even though it's not always perfect and there's hard times, but yeah. So anyways, guys, I was just thinking about that and thought maybe it would help motivate you when, friends or family or people, like, they judge you. That's okay. We're all judging all the time. That's how we navigate life. Okay. So don't take it personal. It's just different than what they know and what they're used to. Okay. But yeah, just kind of like a motivational video to, help keep you on the path that we know, is the right path. Okay. And when you know, and for people who don't know, they just don't know yet. I mean, at one point I didn't know either, and I was living like everybody else. So, you just got to stay focused on your why and what matters to you. And, don't take people's personal judgments and stuff. So, like, it's like an attack on you per se, But yeah, anyways, guys, that's my video for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be back again for another video. Thanks, guys. Bye.